Hi guys, and welcome to the channel. Well, today we are going to be flying naked. Yes, that's right. I know you've all dreamt about it. I know you've thought about it and you wanted to try it. Yes, you've all fantasized about getting up high in the clouds there amongst with all the cabin crew and the people and just getting your gear off and letting it all hang out. I know, be honest, be honest. Well, maybe not all of you, okay? Or maybe none of you. Maybe it's just me. Well, no, I haven't either. I've never dreamt about that either, okay? I've never gone down that track. But one thing is for sure, and one thing is true. Today we are flying naked. And yes, we are flying Naked Airlines. Yes, Naked Airlines. It's a budget airline, no fancy dressing, just bare butt basic good service, okay? How did we get ourselves into this situation? Well, their pilots have been eating out and drinking hard last night, and they've all come down with food poisoning. Well, that's what they say. I don't know. I think it's a serious hangover, but who am I to judge? I have been known to have a tibble or two, okay, even while I'm flying. But anyway, we are flying naked. We are filling in the breach, okay? We're filling in the breach and we are helping out Naked Airlines get their aeroplane back to Los Angeles. And we're doing them a favour. You never know, maybe Jet and Airways will need a favour from Naked Airlines one day. You never know. So it's always good to help out another airline. But here we are in the 737-800 and we are at Palm Springs and we've got to get this plane over to Los Angeles. So I'm going to go inside and get everything all set up and sorted out, and I'll be back with you very soon. Don't go away. Right, so we are in the cockpit, and I've got the FMC all set up. Oh, I had you going there, didn't I? Yeah, flying naked. You all had to click on the clickbait and see if William was flying naked. Well, I'm sorry, boys and girls and ladies and gentlemen. Sorry you're so disappointed, but I'm not. I'm in my fluffy pajamas today because it's so bloody cold here. It's just freezing. I wouldn't dare be naked. But can you imagine it? Flying in an airliner full of people naked. You could ask the pilot to do a loop-de-loop and there'd be zero gravity. All the old ladies would be going, "Oh, I'm young again." Same with the guys, I suppose. But anyway, that's not going to happen today. Right, so let's have a look at the FMC and let's have a look. We got my waypoints and everything in here. We're flying out from Palm Springs to Huxo, Iron, and there's my waypoints right down there. Next page, Guppy, Fumble, coming straight in for an ILS approach to runway 07 right. I haven't put the ILS frequencies and everything in yet. We'll do that while we are flying. It will give us something to do. So we are on ground power. We're going to go ahead and turn on our APU. We're going to be running on APU power. We'll turn on our APU bleed. And we can come down here now. And we can go to our ground services and turn off our ground power connection there. We can close the doors. We can close the front entry doors. All the passengers are on board with that close on, of course. And we can go ahead and get rid of the jetway attachment. So we'll go ahead and do that. And we'll go for pushback very, very soon. Lovely day here at Palm Springs. A little bit of light cloud, but not too bad at all. Not too bad at all. So we are ready. I'm going to put the taxi lights on, our beacon lights, to say we're going to be starting up very, very soon. And we are going to go ahead and get some pushback. So we go to Shift G, push back straight, Steer to the right. I think I will do. I'll do straight back. Steer to the right. I think
Palm Springs
that is okay.
Zulu Bravo 738. Request pushback to the right.
Zulu Bravo 738. Stand by. Pushback director is on the way.
Chocks are removed. GPU ground power is removed. Doors are all closed. Check. Pushback tractor is on the way. We can take our brake off because we will not need that on when the pushback tractor arrives. Let's just go through our flow here. We've got our fuel pumps on. We'll turn on all our fuel pumps. We're going to start our engines now. Taxi lights on, APU is on, logo lights, beacon lights, strobe lights on. Don't need our logo lights. Anti-collision lights, wing lights can go on.
For departure.
Okay, that was a bit loud. Here's our pushback tug, and we are going back, so this is good. Let's hope we get pushed back to the right. Hopefully I've done that correctly. Push back to the right, not the left. It is a little bit confusing when you're getting pushed back which way you're going to go. Is he going to push me to the right or not? Come on. Come on. I need to turn. Turn, please. Turn now. Now would be good. Now would be good. Now. Okay, I'll tell you to stop.
Stopping here.
Thank you. I lost confidence in you. I didn't think you were going to turn me to the right. Thank you, dear. You have a great day. See you when I get back. Okay, now we come over here and back, start flight leg. We'll get that underway. PA system, welcome.
Good morning, folks, from the flight deck. Get your captain in for the ride. It looks like it should be pretty good.
Boarding is now complete.
Planning on a smooth ride.
The cabins.
Get you there as soon as we can. As safe
Verify
as we can. We'll talk to you once we get airborne. Welcome over.
Yep, welcome to Naked Airlines. We'll talk to you a little bit later once we get airborne here. We do encourage everybody to please keep your gear on. The sign on the side of the plane is just a logo, just a branding, so please don't get excited. We don't want anyone catching a cold or getting a chill, and we don't want to have to arrest anyone for indecent exposure. Okay, let's get in a place where we can see these awesome engines firing up here. We're going full noise, guys. You'll hear all the noise of these engines today. It will blow your socks off if you haven't already taken your socks off. Hopefully you've still got your socks on. Okay, let's wait for this to fire up here, and we'll put our auto brake onto rejected takeoff for now. Can check we got our flaps down there. Flaps down 5. That is all good. Can hear that click as that clicks back into the center. Let's start our left engine here. Get our left engine underway. Quite a nice livery this. I quite like the colours. I'm quite liking it. We have been approached by Naked Airlines to see if we want to form an alliance. We have an alliance with Delta. They are wanting to know if we want to form an alliance with Naked Airlines. Well, I'm going to have to put that past the Jetlin pilots. See how the Jetlin pilots feel about that. I'm not sure if many of my pilots would enjoy flying naked, really. But you never know. You never know. Today, okay. So we are heading down to the hold short. runway 31 left, and then we'll depart straight out to Los Angeles. Lovely day. We should get some nice views today as we head over towards the coast. Always nice scenery flying in and out of Palm Springs. One of my favorite destinations to fly in and out of Palm Springs. I do have the add-on scenery for Palm Springs. Quite a short little hop today. I've done this a couple of times in multiplayer mode for Jet in Airways. Check out the Jet in Airways, some of our flight plans. Join our Discord. Multiplayer mode is fantastic. It really is good. Maybe we'll do some multiplayer mode for Naked Airlines. Who knows? We can all fly naked together. And we'll just stop here, put on our brakes, and we'll go through a few little checks. Go through our flow, put our brake on here. Okay, let's start up here. Yaw dampers on, fuel pumps on, landing lights on now. Landing lights on, taxi lights can actually come off. We're running on the engine bus. APU switch turned off, window heats are on, generators on. Okay, climb out speed set 250 knots. Altitude 1700, we're going to set that for 10,000. Not a very long hop today, not a long way to go, so we'll switch on our LNAV, check flight director switches are on. Auto brake set to rejected takeoff, flaps down 5, and we are all good to taxi to the active. Oh, bit wonky lining up here. It's looking good. We'll go to Toga.
knots. V1 rotate.
Oh, a little bit rough weather here. A little bit windy there. A little bit bumpy as we came out there. Right, let's turn on our auto throttle, our autopilot, vertical speed. We will set 2,200. Bit of a rough takeoff there, a bit bumpy, bit of turbulence, a bit of wind, but we're okay. Climbing out, flaps up. Okay, so we've got climbing up to 8,000 feet. We are on our flight plan. Cruising out 250 knots, speed mode on, LNAV on, autopilot on, 2,100 for climb out, vertical speed, heading up to 10,000 feet. Flaps are up.
1,000 to go.
Auto brakes can now be set for our arrival. I'll set them round to 1. We're expecting good weather and an easy landing at KLAX. A nice ILS approach we will actually do. So we're looking sweet. Lovely scenery as we fly in and out of Palm Springs. This is Flight Simulator. This is Xplane12, by the way, as you haven't guessed already. This is the Zibo 737-800. Stunning aircraft. Beautiful rendition of the 737-800. And we're at our cruise altitude, 10,000 feet.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again from the flight deck, seatbelt signs off. You are free to move about. Please remember while singing to keep your seatbelts fastened. We'll update you once we start our descent. For now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the flight with us.
Yes, my first officer is doing some of the announcements today. Doing the announcements for me. Right, let's come up here. Landing lights off. Taxi lights are off. Logo lights we don't need on. All the other lights are on. We're looking free and easy, guys. Free and easy. Right, so we can go ahead, I think, and set up our ILS for our approach. So let's do that. We'll come down here. Oh no, we'll come up. How do we do that? I don't think I've got an assignment set for that. For my radio, we have to come down and do it this way. Okay, so our ILS today is frequency is 109.90. So let's have a look at that. Here we go. 109.90. 109.90. Flick that over to the active. Same on this side. 109.90. We'll flick that over to the active. Now the course for the localizer heading is 71 degrees. So we'll come up here. I've set that in there already. 71 on both sides. That is all sweet. All good. Unlike Microsoft Flight Simulator, the windscreen wipers do actually clean the windscreen. Oh dear. They actually do. Quite nice. Right, so we're just doing a little bit of low flying, low and slow. We're coming in over the outskirts of the suburbs of Los Angeles, as you can see down here. You can see the major highway, the main highway that runs from Palm Springs over to Los Angeles, with the Hollywood Hills over there in the distance. And on our left coming up, a little bit further, we can almost see the sea, the ocean, just through that little bit of haze. Should get a good view of Los Angeles Airport, KLAX, just on the left. Should be a nice aerial view of that as we come over. From the flight deck, this is your captain speaking. Now if you just look out the left window there, you'll see a nice little bird's eye view of KLAX, Los Angeles Airport. And we're just heading out over the coast now. We're going to have you down in front of the terminal in around about 12-13 minutes. So ask that you'll be seated with your seatbelts firmly fastened and everything stowed away as we come in for a landing. Flight attendants, prepare the cabin for arrival, please. Right, gear down, check, and locked. Down to 150 knots. Coming around now, we should get some diamonds appearing on the display. Okay, so we're on finals. There is the runway right ahead of us.
Thousand to go.
Okay, so we are locked on to the ILS. Bring my speed down. We are locked on to ILS runway 07 right. We have some solid diamonds there.
1,000.
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Perch, altitude set.
Coming in as straight as an arrow, just the way I like it. Right, let's check our speed, down to 137 knots, that is fine. I'll turn off the camera now. Get ready to turn off the autopilot.
400. 300.
Autopilot off, auto throttle off.
200.
I have the plane.
One 100.
Tank rate.
50, 40,
Tank
30,
rate.
20, 10.
knots.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Los Angeles. Flaps up. And we'll get off the runway here, we'll park up and we'll have a look and see how good that landing was from the outside on our replay mode.
Electronic devices, however, laptop computers may not be used at this time. Before you leave the aircraft, please be sure to check your seat pocket, the overhead bins, and the floor area around your seat for
Yeah. Okay. Lovely day here, Los Angeles. Okay, well, I was happy with that as a landing. Quite happy. The only problem is I taxied off to the wrong side of the runway. I should have gone to the left side. So I'm going to have to loop around and head over to park up at the gate. So I shall do that. I'll talk to you again soon here. Okay, so we are taxiing in now to park at the gates. Quite happy with that landing. I think my flare was a bit too acute. I think my nose was up a little bit high, so the flare was a little bit overdone, but I didn't get a tail strike and I did settle down onto the runway quite smoothly. And I was on the center line, so I did land on the dots, even though my flare may be just a little bit too much. But it was fine. Happy with that landing. The passengers are all happy. That is the main thing. Hope you enjoyed the flight. Right, so let's just come into the gate here. Nice and smooth and easy like. Really enjoyed that flight. It really is a nice flight from Palm Springs over to Los Angeles. Try it out. It's one of the regular flights that we have for Jet and Airways. Right, well, that's it for today, guys. Hope you enjoyed that little flight. It was fun. From Palm Springs over to KLAX, a lovely scenic little flight. Really like this livery. It's quite cute, isn't it? And nice colours. But I love the 737-800, regardless of what the livery is. But we got our job done. We did our favour for the airline, and they owe us a favour now. We transported and got one of their planes over to Los Angeles for them. Keep safe, guys. Stay well. Enjoy your flight simulator. Make a cheeky little comment and give us a like, or a thumbs up, and a subscribe. I'll see you soon on the next video. Take care, everyone. Ciao.